What's up, everybody? So in this video I'm going to explain to you 5 fast tips to make life amazing really quickly. You can make 5 quick changes in your life that will make life more or less flow and transform it into the exciting adventure that life was meant to be. Without further ado, my first tip is to cultivate an understanding of Source, cultivate a relationship with Source. You know, the word God has been used and misused and abused, and quite frankly, religious people have caused more suffering in the world than anything else. So there is, in the West, this inclination to be done with it. But I would encourage people not to throw the baby out with the bathwater. That there is a spirit that forged the cosmos and nurtured life into being. It is benevolent beyond our understanding, and the religious inclination has superstitious um, underpinnings to their belief system that just when you get this one life and when it's over, it's either eternal bliss or eternal torture. And to be quite frank, this is a very primitive way of looking at the universe. It is a very old model of understanding reality, and I would encourage people to try to understand that the benevolent force that forged the cosmos and nurtured life from a single cell organism into the orchestra of existence, the orchestra of cooperation, it does not turn malevolent on the drop of a dime when you die. So to cultivate a relationship with this author of the cosmos, with this one vast, infinite, unknowable being, is the first step towards awakening, towards a better life. And the second tip would be to find ways to bring upliftment to humanity, find ways to be of service to others. The field of life, as I've said before, is impersonal. So, when you bring value to the field of life, when you live authentically, when you find flow in service to others, life more or less becomes magical. And this is because all spiritual traditions and religious traditions of the world have somewhat understood this fundamental unity of creation, that we are all one, that consciousness emanates from a single source. Yes, there is evil. That is a part of it. It's sort of like survival of the fittest. Evil is a subset, a law of science. It is a subset of the law of cooperation. There is an orchestra of cooperation going on in order for survival of the fittest to even exist as a subset. But this subset is a necessary evil. It's a part of the cosmic drama. The forces of evil, the greatest trick they pull is to make you think that God is going to torture you forever when you die. And it's kind of ridiculous that you could say the Creator is all loving, vast, infinite, and all powerful, but it tortures most of its creation forever, because that's justice. That's uh, primitive and kind of silly nonsense is the best word I've used. That you can't say something is all loving, all powerful, infinite, and has total control, and yet it tortures most of its creation when they die. There's nothing you could possibly do in a single human lifespan that would equate eternal torture, and that would be justice. That is the opposite of justice. In any case, to each their own. I would encourage people to cultivate a deeper understanding. In addition to cultivating a relationship with the spirit of creation, I would encourage people to be of service to others, to speak their truth, to abide in harmony with the spirit of creation. We are all one. The third tip: fitness. Get into a physical routine, which it would include yoga, physical exercise, all natural healing. These things, these habits that we need to build, they're a little challenging up front. The hardest part is just building the habit. At higher levels of consciousness, it is understood that pain and pleasure are two sides of the same coin. that when you intentionally endure discomfort for a greater cause, you will ultimately abide in joy and bliss. That pain and pleasure, like and dislike, they need to be transcended. You need to seek joy. You need to seek fulfillment. And that brings me to my fourth tip, which is, so the first tip was cultivate a relationship with the author of the cosmos, the creator of life. Second tip would be service to others. Third would be fitness and yoga. Fourth, naturally, meditation. I share this in another short that meditation doesn't have to be hours of, in a cave. Meditation is not something you do, it is who you are. The deepest layer of your being, you are awareness. If you are aware of awareness as your true identity throughout the day, it allows you to take a step back from the mind body entity, the ego, which is the sole source of bondage here, to take a step back from this and to abide as awareness, take a stand in awareness. So you could really do meditation for a few minutes every morning, just enough time to tune in, to plug in, to ask the Creator and Lord, Creator of the universe, guide me throughout my day. When you take a step back in awareness, it allows you to deflate layers of ego, which is all centered in this. The sole source of bondage and suffering is I. The sooner you can become hip to this notion that the ego, this is bondage, it is suffering, and step back from it, the more amazing life becomes. So meditation number 4 would kind of be coupled with ego deflation, which is the neutralization of our preferences, of our likes and dislikes, fear and desire, attraction and aversion. They essentially, every human being, I would say 99%, 95% of people are motivated by these two primordial primitive emotions in some way, shape, or form, in some shade or variation, from sunrise to sunset, cradle to grave. We're running away from the things we dislike and running towards the things we like. And this is bondage, nothing else. When you're able to neutralize these two and take a step back in your greater identity, abide in your true nature, which is awareness, and you begin the ego deflation process, life becomes amazing. For me, this isn't about money or fame. I simply need to speak my truth and to share this with others, because the spiritual awakenings I have embraced these past few years have been so transformative. If I had known these things growing up, my life would have turned out completely differently. I've shared before, I fully believe we are going through an awakening, and that life is going to become amazing, which brings me to my 5th tip, which is self-education and subscribing to this channel. This channel will have it all. Daily content, daily videos, shorts, all of it geared to helping you tap into your limitless potential, making life amazing, and abiding as one. Appreciate you all watching. I really encourage you to subscribe to my channel, share this, and to have an amazing day. Thanks, everyone. Love you.